On this day, 593 years ago, Joan of Arc was burned at the stake in Rouen, France, aged just 19 years old. Joan was previously put on trial for heresy at the beginning of the year 1431. According to a translated copy of her trial, quote, "It has pleased divine providence that a woman, commonly called the Maid, should be taken and apprehended. She wore with an astonishing and monstrous brazenness immodest garments belonging to the male sex. She was not afraid to perform, to speak, and to disseminate many things contrary to the Catholic faith. She was said to be guilty of no inconsiderable offenses." At one point during the trial, Joan was questioned on whether or not she was in a state of grace, to which she responded, quote, "If I am not, I pray God to make me so, and if I am, may God keep me so." This trial lasted for 5 months and was spread out over several grueling sessions, during which Joan was threatened with various instruments of torture. But she remained stoic, and the court ultimately decided not to subject her to such torture. The ultimate ruling of the court was that Joan was guilty of heresy, which was a capital punishment. On the 30th of May, Joan received her last sacraments, which was unusual because those typically found guilty of heresy were denied their final sacraments. She was then taken to Vieux Marché, or the Old Marketplace. Her sentence was read to her, and she was tied to a stake and given a cross to hold. It was said that her last words were, "Jesus, Jesus." Following her burning, her ashes were gathered and thrown into the River Seine. 18 years following her death, an ecclesiastical tribunal took place under the declaration that the original trial was not valid. This was due to claims of bias and the original trial not being carried out under proper procedure. And in 1920, Joan of Arc was canonized as a saint.